People tell me they just want to be happy. What is happiness to you? I am your catalyst to happiness. I really know that. That is the feedback I keep getting. So I decided to step into it. Catalyst to happiness. So I've got an article down there or up there, depending on what you're looking at, and you can click on it. And it may look a little bit funny because you may not think that it doesn't say anything about happiness. It says Serenity, and it's Serenity by James Allen. First of all, I want to help to bring you to a place of peace. That's it, a place of peace. And in that peace, you have space. And in that space, your joy, your pure joy can rise. You see, the thing is, we tend to look for happiness outside. And it's a chase. We get this to be happy. We get this to be happy. And it doesn't last long. It really has to be done from inside. So inside out. And I've got 6 things to share with you. Are you ready? Now down there as well, or up there, depending on what platform you're looking at, I've summarized them for you. So I don't need you to write. I just need you to sit and listen to what I've got to say. So remember the article, click on that, get that, and then the summary, click on that. And if you think I can help you and you're interested in the program, it's only a short program, 6 weeks, click on that and come and join me. I'd love to know more about you. So here's the thing. Acknowledge. I call it the 6 A's, and this is your catalyst to happiness. Look out for the book. It's coming shortly. So the 6 A's to happiness. The first one, acknowledge. You see, what I realized is that when you're trying to go for a goal, it wasn't the goal that was wrong. It was you didn't know where you were starting from. And so many times we ignore where we are and we're not honest with where we are. I mean, that's exactly what happened to me. Acknowledging where you are and where you've brought yourself to and coming to peace with that. So the first thing to do is acknowledge. Stop denying yourself. If you feel guilty, shame, unhappy, whatever it is, frustration, every emotion, to be honest, is underlined by fear. So if we can just first of all acknowledge that. Now remember, this is a shortened version of everything, so I can't be telling you everything in a few minutes on a YouTube video. So acknowledge where you are. Acknowledge who you are. Acknowledge that, well, just acknowledge it. How many times were you ignored as a child? How many times have you been ignored in school? How many times have you been ignored by other people? Well, I want you to stop ignoring yourself. That's the first one. Stop ignoring yourself. You're not wrong. Only the righteous can enter the kingdom of heaven. What's the kingdom of heaven? Heaven and hell are in your imagination. And so if we ignore ourselves, we're saying that we're wrong. You're not wrong. You're right. What if everything you thought that was wrong about yourself was actually right? Interesting one, isn't it? So here's the next one. Accept. Accept. Doesn't mean that you're accepting your current circumstances, as in you want them to stay. It just means stop fighting them. Because guess what? You're not fighting them. You're fighting you. 100%, you're fighting you. Stop fighting yourself. Acknowledge and accept the situation, which means you acknowledge and accept you. Wow. Listen, spent 2 weeks on this one on my course. Yeah, 2 weeks. So, next one. When you've finally done that properly, because what you resist persists, remember? So if you don't accept your current circumstances, it means you're resisting them, which means they're staying. Stop resisting. The next one is attention. So put your attention on what you want. So what do you want? I mean, this is what Bob Proctor says. The only prerequisite is, what do you want? But how many times that somebody will come on and they will complain about something. I go, what do you want? Well, I don't know. Exactly. And the universe, your subconscious, is doing exactly, like mathematically accurate. The subconscious is only doing what you're telling it to do. The 2%'s here. The 98% is following your instructions of the 2%. What are you giving it? So put your attention on what you want. So the next thing is allow it. Or as we say in Northern Ireland, allow. Allow it. Just allow it. Be in receptive mode. Be grateful and just go, it's okay for me to have this. I wouldn't want it if it wasn't already mine. Quantum physics shows us that everything is here right now. It's, world without end, amen. It says it in the Bible. It says it in science. Bob Proctor told me, you wouldn't want it if it wasn't already yours, because you must have been on the level of vibration to be able to receive the thought of what you want. It's okay. It's okay to want it. Allow it. Next thing, step 5, appreciate it. Like you already had it. I am so happy and grateful now that blah, blah, blah. Could be something small, could be something big. But what does it feel like to have it? And the last step, awareness. Stay awake. Stay awake to what you're thinking. There's 60,000 thoughts going on every day. Please just put in a couple of extra ones. And if you follow this is what I did when I was at my lowest. And in fact, it shouldn't just be done for when you're at your lowest. It's something to be done all the time. Just even in the acknowledging and accepting yourself sets you free. Did you feel it when you first did this? I know you did if you did it properly. Perhaps you're too scared to do it properly. Perhaps you're too scared to let go of your story. I know your story. You've had it maybe 10, 20, 30 years. Maybe you've had it your whole life. But how many years have you got to live? Do you want that story to continue? Or do you want a new story? Stop fighting yourself. You're wonderful. You're awesome. You're brilliant. So the Serenity article that you see here with this video is something to literally, I wrote it out for 90 days. There's so many stories around that article. I'm not even going to begin to tell you here. It's a summary of everything I've just said. Pin it on your wall, print it out, pin it on your wall. Just follow it. There's also a link to the program if you want to know more about it. Just click on it. You want to call with me? Click on that link as well. I'm here to be your catalyst to your happiness. I can't make you happy, but I can sure as hell be your catalyst. Have an awesome day.